Hello again, everyone. Bill Kelso here on We Digital TV, along with, or .ca, I should say, along with my broadcaster, Ted Beal. We're going to be bringing you the game between Newfoundland and the Tecumseh Thunder, the host team, Ontario. That will be coming up very shortly. And Ted, should be an interesting contest.
Yeah, obviously the host, Tecumseh Thunder, are coming off a good win over BC last night in a marquee matchup. And Newfoundland was a little snake bit in a loss to New Brunswick yesterday. So they're going to be playing a little desperate today. Pitching matchups will be impressive in a couple of regards. I was speaking with the coaching staff from Newfoundland, and they're going to start Jacob Reed.
He's also taking the spot of the DH too, so he's a pitcher DH in this particular game.
The 21-year-old right-hander. He'll be interesting and an athlete for sure.
As we get a look at today's schedule, the balance of today is we're going to be in game number 2, and with 2 more to follow. After about 4:30-ish, around there, and then even one beyond that, the other 2. This game is getting ready to get underway.
And Kyle Breitner throwing for the Tecumseh Thunder, one of the most accomplished pitchers that I've ever had the good fortune to witness.
Dylan McKenzie to lead things off. Takes a strike, first pitch, offering from Breitner. 0-1 the count. McKenzie, the starting third baseman, and here's the 0-1 pitch. It's up high and wide, make it 1-1.
And Breitner, even though he's no spring chicken anymore, still throws mid to upper 80s.
Okay. The pitch, swing and a miss. It's 1-2.
As he climbs the ladder, makes it that much more difficult on the opposing batters. Breitner 6'4", 33-year-old out of Mississauga.
And the pitch. One off the glove, foul.
Breitner had a storied career in intercollegiate play. He starred down south at a couple different stops before landing at St. Clair College here in Windsor, and had 300 strikeouts in 5 seasons.
Oh my. The 1-2 pitch swung on, and it's hit to the shortstop, and he makes the play. Leaping up in the air.
Mr. Workington.
The
long arm of the law there.
Great play. Look at this on the replay.
Dan Workington using all of his 6'4"
and he climbs the ladder on that one. Great play. Good play to open up the game. 1 out, nobody on. And here's the aforementioned Jacob Reed, the starting pitcher for today's game. So they're going with 9 batters and keeping him as the DH if they take him out.
Correct.
I'm learning.
Credit to the coaching staff from St. John's Capitals in Newfoundland.
1-1 the count. Swing and a miss, make it 1-2.
So in one stretch you have Kyle Breitner, who is basically a focused pitcher and has been for many, many years and not taking at-bats. We have the other side of the coin with a young man who is batting high in the order for Newfoundland.
Pitch is swung on, it goes foul. I know a Windsor guy that coached the St. John's Maple Leafs back in the day a couple years ago. Was it Kyle Wellwood? Eric Wellwood.
There you go.
Yeah, Windsor guy, so.
Yes, Oldcastle.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
They're proud of that moniker in Oldcastle. They hold on to it.
The 1-2 pitch is outside, 2-2. So the count goes 2-2 on Reed. And the pitch. Gets him swinging. First strikeout of the afternoon for either side as we hear in the top of the first inning, and it's going to bring up the first baseman, Grant Kenny. 2 up and 2 down in Newfoundland's batting order so far to start this contest. Again, another left-handed batter. And his first pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Tough pitch to hit.
Yeah, I know Breitner's a full power pitcher and imposing.
Pitch is fouled away. Outside the park on the left side. 0-2. The count. The 0-2 pitch on the way, just outside, 1-2.
Kenny had a single yesterday against New Brunswick.
And the pitch, sent down the left field line, but it's going to be too far, goes into the bullpen. Count still remains 1-2. To Grant Kenny. Catcher Redmond Hunt is on deck. Should Kenny get aboard as we've just started this one. The 1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. Tried to pull the string on that one. Two. And the pitch, swung on and fouled up right behind us. Kenny hanging in tough. The count remains 2-2.
Good to see Andrew Langlois behind the dish for Tecumseh Thunder.
Came into the game later yesterday.
He's obviously the second man on the totem pole behind Cunningham as the catcher, but Cunningham's going to do the DHing for Tecumseh.
Pitch is up high.
Langlois does a great job handling pitchers, receives well, and has an electric arm. From a defensive standpoint, you couldn't ask for anything more from a young catcher. And we'll definitely be able to handle Breitner today.
And the pitch. Again, fouled out behind us. Kenny is certainly hanging in tough.
Yes, full credit.
Expending a lot of pitches.
Kenny is a 41-year-old out of Conception Bay South.
And the 3-2 pitch gets him swinging. Second strikeout of the inning, second in a row, in fact. 3 up and 3 down for the Tecumseh Thunder. No runs, no hits, and no errors. And the score as we go to the bottom of the first, we are scoreless. Excellent first inning of pitching.
Yeah, we'll see more of that as the game progresses and as see the grandstands filling up here.
Starting to fill up even more as this game is underway. I'm Bill Kelso. I'm with my broadcast partner, Ted Beal. Great to be with you again, Ted.
Always a pleasure. It's still a work day, kind of, in Tecumseh.
Good point.
So we won't see quite the throngs of patrons for this afternoon's game, but maybe we'll fill up as things progress and people get to slide away from the office.
Especially as the weekend unfolds.
Correct.
Just getting set to do his warm-up tosses.
Looks like the catcher's taking some time to get in there, Mr. Hunt.
So Jacob Reed, the right-hander. Tall but lean.
I understand the coaches have a lot of confidence in him and played all the way through the string with junior provincial programs to this point. Obviously getting thrown into the fire here against the grizzled veterans of the senior loop.
Josh Anderson, Eric Cunningham, and Dan Workington will be your first 3 batters for the Tecumseh Thunder here in the bottom half of the first inning. Hoodvagan is the cleanup hitter, then LaMantia is 5th, Goddard 6th, Barker 7th, 8th is Miller, and 9th is the catcher Langway. Just about ready to get the bottom half of this first inning in. Great day for baseball. The sun is out. It's bright and sunny here at the ballpark. It's rather scenic.
Yes, this is what you talk about in afternoon baseball. High noon sun. A little bit of a breeze picking up, starting to blow out to right field. Maybe a little towards center also.
Here's the second baseman, Josh Anderson, stepping up to the plate.
Anderson has competed for the St. Clair College Saints in the OCAA Conference. All-star shortstop.
First pitch is up high. He's playing second base today.
And he can move, depending.
That's a good thing to have.
Definitely some versatility in his game.
1-1 the count on Anderson. Curveball in for a strike. It's 1-2.
Of course, the Saints at St. Clair have won a couple of championships with Anderson in the lineup.
1-2 the count to the first batter. Another curveball drifts in for a strike and he gets him. So the strikeout, first batter Anderson caught looking. I think he was frozen on the play.
Obviously, we want to make sure that we'll plug the post-game press conference. It'll be aired immediately following the game. We'll have the coaches present along with the player of the game as voted by their performance.
DH Eric Cunningham, the second batter up. Another curve, 0-1. He likes to throw the curve. So far, very early, Tecumseh Thunder players getting a diet of curveballs from Reed. Fastball was in tight, at 1-1. Workington is on deck for the Thunder.
Cunningham played 3 seasons for Wayne State University.
Lays down a bunt, and it's a good one. Long throw to first, and he's going to get him. Great play by the third baseman, despite a nice bunt drop by the batter, Cunningham. But a great play by the third baseman.
Outstanding play.
McKenzie, excellent play.
Charging and barehanding and throwing crossbody. Cunningham not as fast as he used to be, but is pretty savvy base runner.
One of the better plays we've seen so far today. That was a good play.
No doubt.
It's going to bring up the shortstop, Dan Workington. 2 out, nobody on. Pitch is low, it's 1-0.
Had the pleasure of coaching Dan Workington when he was a youth player with the Riverside Royals organization out of Leamington. He progressed to play for Eastern Michigan University and actually has played some summer collegiate baseball when St. Clair had the Green Giants program here at Lacoste Park.
Pitch in for a strike. Count is 0-2. And the pitch. Chop towards third. Another tough play, but getting out of the box was slow. Workington, it winds up being an easy out. 5-3. The official scoring, no runs, no hits, and no errors. And the score at the end of 1. We are scoreless here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh. Put this on the replay if we get it. I think we will.
Yeah, I'm assuming Workington didn't feel like that had a chance to stay fair. And of course, he was proven wrong.
He got out of the batter's box pretty, he stumbled out, and that didn't help the play.
So we get to see the Cal Brightener take the hill again.
Pretty quick first inning for both teams.
Extremely quick first inning for both teams. Clean sheets will be welcome today.
Last game I was telling you about a baseball story, and I have another baseball story for you.
Right.
I think you'll get a kick out of this one.
Always love joy.
I told people in the past, I could play 6 positions, pitcher, catcher, and all the infield, and I could hit 3 ways, left, right, and seldom.
Ah, yes. Reminds me of my playing career.
A better fielder than a hitter, and a better pitcher than obviously.
Well, we may be related in some capacity because
Very
I
good.
couldn't. When we went into the dugout to hit, I just was waiting for our chance to go back out and play defense.
My brother was the opposite. He could hit a ton.
Well, there you go. The dynamic duo then.
Oh, yeah. So Breitner finishing up his warm-up tosses before we get the second inning underway. Newfoundland and Labrador here against Tecumseh, host team for Ontario.
Leading off the top of the second for Newfoundland and Labrador, the catcher number 29, Redmond Hunt.
Be the catcher, Redmond Hunt, stepping up to the plate, left-handed batter. First batter here in inning number 2. Breitner deals in for a strike, gets 0-1. Good
Hunt.
first pitch.
Hunt, the 28-year-old native of Torbay, Newfoundland.
Slices it foul down the left side out of play. Got a good rip on it. 0-2 the count on Redmond Hunt. And the pitch popped up, but out of play. That was the sound of my head that the ball just hit.
No.
That did hit that ceiling part pretty hard.
No, yes, we have the tin roof here at
Okay.
Bert Lacoste Park, and so any foul ball that goes straight up,
You're going to hear it.
you will definitely hear it.
Ground ball to second. Throw to first, and he gets him. One up and one down.
Anderson measured
Labrador,
the
Newfoundland's
Center fielder
second inning.
number 57, Eric
Anderson measuring
McKay.
the clean hop at second for that easy play.
It's going to bring up Eric McKay, center fielder. Again, another left-handed batter. First pitch to McKay is outside, but they give it a strike call. Got the outside corner.
26-year-old St. John's product.
The 0-1 pitch, way outside, make it 1-1. So 1-1 the count to McKay. Left fielder Andrew Paul awaits on deck for Newfoundland Labrador. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
So the St. John's Capitals is the home senior club representing Newfoundland and Labrador.
The pitch gets him swinging. Third strikeout of the afternoon. And we've only played an inning and 2/3. So the first 5 outs, he has 3 Ks.
Andrew Paul.
He is a very repeatable strikeout performer.
It's going to bring up again the left fielder, Andrew Paul. First time up as we get through the initial parts of the lineups.
Another St. John's product, 28 years old.
Up high and outside, 1-0. One 0 pitch on the way. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. Breitner delivers, sliced foul. Right off the netting near us, left side.
St. John's Capitals roster. The Newfoundland and Labrador contingent are the elder statesmen with an average age of 30 on their roster.
Wow. Ball is hit into center field, but not deep. And it's put away by the center fielder,
Miles Miller.
Miles Miller. 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the score. As we come to the bottom of the second, we are scoreless here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh. Comments early?
Well, obviously, we're only through an inning and a half here, but Breitner looks very comfortable on the hill. Doesn't seem to be challenged yet, but as the game progresses, batters will get an opportunity to see him multiple times. They're more comfortable with his pitch production and certainly how he's going to throw and attack their hitters. And perhaps the adjustments will be made from the St. John's group. And if not, Kyle will gladly take the clean sheets and keep moving along. We'll see how the things progress here for the young man from St. John's on the Hill, Mr. Reed. I think he may have a tougher time against the veteran roster from Tecumseh in terms of fooling them throughout the day.
But Wagner, Lamantia, and Goddard are the scheduled 3 hitters here in Tecumseh Thunder's second inning.
Bud Wagner's a pickup for the Tecumseh Thunder. He comes by way of the Windsor Stars program, which means he was a national championship participant last season with that program.
Left-handed hitter.
Yeah, and an accomplished player. Was at Madonna University, if I remember correct, over in the Detroit area.
Playing third base here today and looking at see what he can do with the first offering. And the pitch is called a strike from the arm of Jacob Reed. So 0-1 the count on Hood-Wagner. And the pitch. Got something on it, but it went into the screening. Counts 0-2.
Hood-Wagner had 2 seasons at Madonna, 2017 and 18. Batted .320 over those 2 seasons, so
he's a good hitter.
Can move the ball.
The 0-2 pitch, way outside, 1-2.
The Crusaders of Madonna in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference of the NAIA.
The 1-2 pitch is low, make it 2-2. 2-2 the count on Hood-Wagner. And the pitch. Good rip, but he fouls it back. Straight back. Two pitch on the way. Curveball is low and away. And the count goes full. 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He gets him. So Hood-Wagner strikes. That's the second strikeout of the afternoon by Reed.
Left fielder number 4, Paul Lamantia.
Leaving up the left fielder, Paul Lamantia.
Lamantia's bounced around, another veteran player in and amongst the roster for the Thunder. Started at St. Anne's High School locally before progressing to Mott Community College at Flint.
Wasn't St. Anne's your alma mater?
St. Anne's, I was a Saint, yes.
Yeah.
Not as accomplished as Mr. Lamantia, so I defer to his talents and abilities.
But you certainly went there. Very
But
good.
I did go there.
High chopper to third. Picked up long throw to first, and he gets him. 2 up and 2 down on the play by the third baseman, McKenzie. Bring up the first baseman for the Thunder, Cam Goddard.
27, Cam Goddard.
Goddard, a husky-looking first baseman, left-handed hitter.
He's been a big bat for a long time.
Squaring off here against the lean right-hander. And the first pitch. Swings it into left center field, and it's a base hit. He's going to stay at first base, but got it right between the 2 fielders. And a strong single off the bat of Cam Goddard. Good rip.
That's definitely why he's in the lineup.
Well-placed hit.
Well
Right
placed.
fielder number 13, Ross Parker.
Ross Parker found his way to
Right fielder.
Notre Dame Not the University of Notre Dame.
Pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1 to Barker. With Miles Miller waiting on deck.
Notre Dame College of South Euclid, Ohio.
Okay.
If you know your Euclids, south and north.
Count 1-1 on Barker. And the pitch. Curveball misses. 2-1. Pulled the string, but it didn't move.
His stop at Notre Dame was after a year actually at Wayne State University, too.
Okay.
Just like Cunningham and also Paul LaMantia.
Outside strike.
Gracious. Some would say good gracious.
He may say more than that. It's 2-2.
He's a nice young man, actually.
Then he can think it.
Yes.
And the pitch. Slices it foul down the right side. Count remains 2-2. 2-2, runner at first. 2 outs. Bottom half of the second inning. Still looking for a game's first run, although it's early. The 2-2 pitch. Curveball swung down the third baseline. Grabbed by the third baseman. Long throw to first, and he makes the play.
Good pick by the first baseman.
That was McKenzie on the throw to first.
Kenny with the pickup.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the score at the end of 2. We're still looking for his run. It is scoreless here in this contest. We'll be right back.
Every child should learn how to swim for health, for safety, and for fun. That's why we've started Canada's Swim Team. Learn to swim at least 25 meters on your own, and you're on the team. Canada's Swim Team. It's that easy. Help make us the world's largest swim team by adding your name at getswimming.ca. Ask your parents first. Swimming, the only sport that can save your life.
Look at the lacrosse park and some of the other things we have here. Look at the pickleball courts, as they've done a masterful job of reconstruction here.
Yeah, I understand there was quite a community partnership with the local group there with the pickleball and help provide that amenity to this community.
Leading off the top of the third for Newfoundland.
Cody Thistle will lead things off, the right fielder.
Number 14, Cody Thistle.
Tyler Walchuk and then Reagan Gulliver are the 3 scheduled batters here in Newfoundland Labrador's lineup to start the 3rd inning. First pitch to Thistle, swing and a miss, it's 0-1.
Reitner working very efficiently here. If he's hopeful that he can actually see 7, 8, 9 before the lineup wraps around.
And the pitch, another swing and a miss, it's 0-2, so way ahead of the count is Breitner.
Wasting no time. Get ahead, stay ahead, as they say.
And the right-hander deals. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. That's his 4th strikeout of the afternoon. 2 of the last 3 batters.
Shortstop number
Thistle
2,
goes down
Tyler
without a swing.
Wolchuk.
It'll be Tyler Walchuk, the shortstop. 1 out, nobody on. Top of 3. First pitch is up high, 1-0.
Walchuk had a hit yesterday, I believe. A double yesterday. The run scored.
Good pitch. 1-1 the count to Walchuk. One pitch on the way. Goes wide. It's now 2-1. 2-1 the count. Got a piece of it. Good swing, but just got a piece. It's now 2-2.
Good compact attempt at that pitch. Right on him. When you foul it straight back, you seem to be doing a good job of finding trajectory and putting the bat on the ball. See if that turns into something here.
2-2 pitch underway, and he gets him swinging. That's 5 strikeouts so far in 2 2/3 innings pitched in 3 of the last 4 batters.
Second baseman number
Yeah, and he elevated in the zone that time.
Reagan Gulliver.
Walchuk just no match for that pace, that high in the zone.
Reagan Gulliver steps up, second baseman. Left-handed hitter. Breitner deals, didn't get it, but the second baseman does. The long throw to first, and he gets him. A good play. And the side is retired on a play there by Anderson over to first. 3 up and 3 down in Newfoundland Labrador's inning. 0 runs, 0 hits, and no runs. And the score, as we go to the bottom of the third, we are scoreless here at Lacoste Park.
All games played here at Lacoste Park can be watched live on leaddigital.ca.
That was a nice play at second base.
No, yeah, and I think when you're getting that activity for your middle infield, it's a good sign. Just to give you an idea, the prowess that Breitner had when he was St. Clair College, he had a 1.52 ERA over 5 seasons.
Really?
37.
Did you say 1.52?
1.52.
That is stingy.
37-3 overall record.
Wow. Wow. That's incredible.
It really is. He was the first baseball player from St. Clair College to be inducted into the OCAA Hall of Fame.
Really? Nice tribute.
We haven't had baseball that very long.
True. But it's a great program, and
yeah, we've been successful. We're very
successful lately, of course.
And in no small measure, no thanks to the Mississauga native.
So Miles Miller will lead things off for the Tecumseh Thunder.
Leading off the bottom of the third for Ontario.
Wouldn't we all like to have
Center fielder number 11.
a hitter like Miles Miller or a player like Miles Miller hitting the 8th spot? He's got NAIA experience at Cameron University and Lawton, Oklahoma, before stopping off at the University of Northwestern Ohio, where he worked himself in a position to play some independent ball.
And he flies it deep, semi-deep. Actually, he's going back, but the left fielder will make the play and start to carry a bit. But Andrew Paul with the catch. And it's going to bring up
catcher number 10, Andrew
the catcher.
See what Langlois can produce here.
Andrew Langlois, the catcher. First pitch sends it foul down the left field side. 0-1.
Langlois another one of those local products. Villanova at St. Clair College, and he's doing a fine job there. The catching position.
0-1 pitch, curveball is up high. It's 1-1.
He's a sport and recreation management student, and I think he works part-time over at the Keg.
Oh, okay.
So he's balancing all kinds of things.
Curveball, swing and a miss. One and two the count on Langlois. The 1-2 pitch, strike 3, call got him. Caught looking. 2 up and 2 down. That's the third strikeout of the game for Reed.
Second baseman.
He's had one per inning.
Josh Anderson.
He's going to bring up the second baseman, Josh Anderson. He's one of his victims as well. He struck out in the first inning in his first time up. 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the third. Scoreless, still looking for this game's first run. Pitch is way outside, 1-0.
As we saw last night with the Thunder roster, they needed one good inning to propel them into the win over
Well, they certainly
BC.
did last night, that's for sure.
So
they can strike, that's for sure. Counts 2-0. 2-0, the count on Anderson with Cunningham on deck.
you should see Anderson activate himself here, looking for something over the meat of the plate.
Swing and a miss.
I think it was a nice changeup by Jacob Reed there.
2-1 the count.
And a very courageous pitch in that situation too, knowing full well that you should serve it up. And the 2-0 was able to pull the string.
The 2-1 pitch, curveball, hit up the middle. It's going to be a base hit. Second baseman couldn't make a play as the ball slowed down.
And I think he fooled Anderson, but he was able to stick the bat out and take it up the middle. And again, well placed. Second baseman had no play at first with the long throw and the slow roller. The speedy
This
Anderson.
on the replay.
Eric Cunningham.
Would have been a miracle play.
Going to bring up Eric Cunningham, the DH, who ground out the third, his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. Runner at first.
Cunningham, in addition to his Wayne State experience, stopped off at St. Clair College to pick up some additional education and had a fine couple of seasons there, a couple championships. He's named Player of the Year in our conference too, so
Accomplished player.
could probably play any position on the diamond.
Pitch is inside. 1-0. Those are handy guys to have around because you can move them anywhere, and then you're not afraid to put them anywhere.
Exactly, and you probably can't play him enough because he has had a pretty decent bat over his time.
Quick throw to first. Reed wasn't fooling around on that one, was he?
No, showing him the good move.
Certainly did.
Fearful of the speedy Anderson, rightfully so.
Pitch is just outside.
Just barely.
2-0.
Definitely the umpire giving the due respect to Mr. Cunningham and his watchful eye of the strike zone.
Again, throwing over to first.
And Reed, being an accomplished position player too, has the athleticism to be the person to hold well with those runners.
Pitch is low, make it 3-0.
Reed taking a walk on that one.
I think he felt he had the last two.
Well, definitely the last one I felt he had a beef with, or at least could make a case.
Half-hearted throw to first this time as opposed to something with more on it. Count is 3-0. And the pitch. In for a strike. Now does he take on this one?
I don't think so.
Let's just see. The 3-1 pitch. Called strike, and he's out at second on the steal attempt. So caught stealing is Anderson. Cunningham will come back up in the next inning.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if the Thunder are on the same page there.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors. And the score at the end of 3, we're still looking for his first run. It's scoreless. Let's look at the replay. I don't even know if he got him at that replay. I'll look at that one again.
I wonder if they're trying to get Anderson in scoring position for Cunningham with 2 outs. And then there's the opportunity there for Cunningham to protect.
Looking at it again. Do you think he got him? What do you think?
It was bang bang, but I think he got him before he got his hand to the base. Umpire was in good position.
In the bottom of the third, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and no runners left.
So we're getting set to start the top of the 4th inning.
Pitches for Jacob Reed, 40.
First 3 innings, Breitner has struck out 5.
Yeah, he's looked dominant so far. And again, this will be the chance for the St. John's Capitals to see him a second time through the order. And at that point, do they make the proper adjustments? And is Breitner going to be able to kind of keep them off balance with some different looks, knowing full well that he was able to make outs on them in the previous at-bat? So a lot of things at play always, even though this is going to perfect form for Breitner.
5 strikeouts and 9 batters is pretty impressive. But you're right. If we give everybody else an opportunity to say, hey, this can't happen again.
Of course. And they're talking. They're exchanging information. They're sending as many information bulletins as they can to each other to help each other along.
Oh, yeah. McKenzie, Reed, and Kenny are the 3 batters coming up here in Newfoundland Labrador's 4th inning. So Dylan McKenzie, the first batter.
26-year-old out of St. John's.
First pitch, fouled off right in front of us, off the screen. 0-1. 0-1 to McKenzie. Reed, the pitcher, is on deck. One pitch on the way was a curve. It slowly hit the second, gets the hop, the throw the first, and he gets him. One up and one down. Good play by the second baseman, but it took a nice hop, and Anderson with the play.
There's always that situation at second base that you come in, take the short hoppers to lay back for. You have the time at second base most of the opportunities you get, but at the same time you want to make sure there's no doubt that you've got plenty of time for that throw.
Jacob Reed steps up. He struck out his first time up. 0-1. Here's the pitch.
Healthy cut there.
Yeah, swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
And talking to the coaches, they are of a mind to accommodate the pitching and hitting combination that they've got going here, but also realizing that if he's not going to bat in the top 5 spots in the lineup, then there's no reason to do double duty.
Pitch was low, 1-1. So the count evened up at 1-1. Breitner. Bunt attempt goes awry. It goes foul down the third base side. The count now goes to 1-2. So 1-2 on Jacob Reed. One out, nobody on, top of 4. And the pitch. Just got a piece of it, but it's foul. It's past third base. Two-strike pitch. Again, hit the third, backing up, and Hoodwagner couldn't get it. So runner is aboard. First runner aboard as well.
A definite slap hit there by Reed.
First baseman.
Got the right hop and the right amount of spin to get that past Hudvagner. Don't think they'll go by the way of the error on this one, but we'll wait for the official scoring.
We're still waiting for it. Nevertheless, there's a runner at first. Chop to the first baseman, so the shortstop gets him at second. Back to first. Did he get him in time? No, he did not.
What crazy intersection there at first. It looked like we had 3 defensive players in the mix there to take the double play relay from Workington, who was on the ground on a knee as he had the wide throw from Goddard.
Did we get an official play on the other one? Looks like they called it a hit. Can't tell from here.
Well, I think it's going on the board as an error because they have not put up a hit.
Have they got a one up there on the air side?
I believe they do.
Okay. So 2 out, 1 on. Again, we are scoreless. Redmond Hunt, the batter, the catcher, ground out the second, his first time up. Kenny's at first. There goes the runner, pitches inside, throw to the second, and he hit, actually right almost into center field. Went past the shortstop. Safe at second.
Recovered by Anderson, but I don't think the stealing runner was going to advance anyways. The 41-year-old swiping a bag.
Pretty good speed for a 41-year-old.
I'll say. He's got that aerodynamic facial hair, too.
There's the pitch, slap to the pitcher.
That sounded broken bat.
And Breitner just flips it over to the first baseman, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, 1 error. And the score as we go to the bottom of 4, we are still looking for the game's first run here at Lacoste Park. And our Dominic Papa has it.
Down here at field level, of course, some great baseball going on. 2 excellent teams doing battle here. As we talked about earlier in the day, a lot of special people coming to this one. This guy snuck out of work today, I'll tell you. Mr. Gary McNamara, the Honorable Gary McNamara, Mayor of the town of Tecumseh. If anybody's got the right to pound their chest right now, it's you, Mayor. The opening ceremonies last night, what's gone on up to this point right now, I know you're getting incredible reviews.
Oh, it's I can't even describe it. You know, it's above and beyond. We're hearing it from coast to coast. Really, folks are so impressed with the ballpark, and I'll tell you, this is a proud moment for Tecumseh.
Absolutely. A lot of work, a lot of planning, getting this park renovated. Boy, oh boy, it's been a long time coming. And just what do you say about it all, and how proud does it make you?
Well, I mean, obviously, this is the first really big event. I mean, we just opened the park. You're absolutely right. This is about close to 2 years in planning, and but I can see great things here. I mean, when you hear Baseball Canada during the opening ceremony said, you know what, we'd like to come back, and we said we'd love to have you back, and this is going to open up a lot of opportunities from, our junior program that's here. It's going to be great for recruiting our Thunder. And I'll tell you, St. Clair College, this is a great recruiting tool for them, too.
You got pins and needles going with these games?
Well, I am. I mean, like last night, it was, we were down 1-0, 5th inning, and then we had that big go, the 8 runs, but our pitcher's doing a great job tonight.
Okay. Congrats on this, Mayor.
Thank you very much, Don.
All right. Let's go back upstairs to Bill.
Thank you, Mayor McNamara. We get set to start the bottom of the 4th inning. Cunningham, Workington, and Hood-Wagner are the 3 batters here for the Thunder in the 4th inning.
Mayor McNamara, a great supporter of the items here in Tecumseh, and certainly in no small measure the folks here, the job they do at Lacoste Park to Tecumseh Thunder.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. Batter Cunningham. 0-1-1 the count. Reed delivers. Off the screen. It's 0-2. Had a good rip. Oh, and 2 to Cunningham. Dan Workington is on deck. Line shot, base hit past the third baseman. A single, a solid one too, off the bat of Eric Cunningham.
Good job by Cunningham staying back on that breaking pitch. He was able to
gave it a rip,
didn't he? Yes, he did.
Shortstop number 16.
Sometimes it's just as dangerous with the breaking pitch as he is getting the fastball. He can definitely handle it.
Dan Workington round out the 3rd, his first time up. Hood-Wagner is on deck. Runner at first, nobody out. Curveball in for a strike as we're in the 4th inning. I think just near the halfway mark of this contest. Runner goes. Pitches up high, throw to second, and he's going to be safe with a sliding double by Cunningham. Runner at second now with nobody out.
As I said earlier, Cunningham is a good base runner. May not be the fastest, but he knows how to get a jump.
Oh, he's an intelligent base runner.
He's definitely one of those.
And the pitch curveball is in tight. 2-1 the count. Two-one pitch on the way, right up the middle, base hit. Now will Cunningham try and score? Yes, he is. Here's the throw towards home. He scores. Going to second base on the ensuing play is Workington. And Tecumseh Thunder take a 1-0 lead. Good rip off the bat of Workington.
Yeah, excellent piece of hitting. Taking it right back off the box. He needed to position in center field, obviously makes it that much more of a longer throw to home plate. And I'm not even sure a good throw gets Cunningham at the plate, but that throw was well up the line. It was covered by the pitcher, but obviously it got to the left side of the backstop from our vantage point. And here we go, as the Thunder start to make some noise.
Mitch Hood, the batter. Nobody out. And the pitch is way outside. 1-0. Hood struck out his first time up.
We'll see how catcher Redmond Hunt here works with this young pitcher. Seems to be calling a pretty good game to this point.
The 1-0 pitch swung on. It's popped up, but it's going to be out of play. One thing I should note, Ted, is the last three hitters have been safely aboard with a hit. One was caught stealing the last inning.
Correct.
So it's 3 straight hits off Reed.
Correct. It's an interesting note. A bit of a string here.
And Hood Wagner, this could be interesting.
Definitely.
Let's see if he makes it number 4. Workington goes back to second.
A little fake inside-out move there from the young pitcher. Shortstop doing their level best to keep Workington honest at second.
Pitch is way outside. 3-1.
Definitely an advantage hitter here with Hud Wagner. Should be licking his chops to see what comes across.
3-1 pitch on the way. It's swung on, and it's going to go into shallow left field. And it drops for a hit. I don't know whether he lost it in the sun or what, but it's a safe anyways. Goes to second, diving in, and he is going to be safe at second. So everybody is safe. Let's see how they're going to call this one.
He camped, but he did lose it in the sun. Didn't make any contact with the baseball before it landed. It was a towering shot.
Going to get a look at this if we can on the replay.
Again, nearly a high noon sun. Probably staring right into the meat of the sun. Not sure he's wearing any glasses though.
So second and third for Paul Lamantia.
Lamantia would love to do some additional damage here.
With nobody out.
Infield drawn in for St. John's.
Curveball is up high and in tight. 1-0.
Looks like they don't want to concede anything else at this point in the game.
He's going to try, I would think, rip it right by him. Let's see what he does. The 1-0 pitch. Make it 1-1. 1-1 the count.
Any solid contact that's on the ground has a chance to get through because the infield's so tight.
Ground out the third, his first time up. Curveball, base hit for the shortstop. And 2 runs are going to score. And the Thunder have certainly come alive. That's 3 runs in the inning so far, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely a string as we've seen the explosion from the Thunder at this point.
We're going to have a discussion at the mound. And 5 straight hits, good dating back to the last batter in the last inning.
Yeah, and a calculated risk on their part because that's a ground ball, although sharply hit, that if the shortstop's laying back and not pulled in, probably is able to retire an out, but they would have had to have conceded a run at that point. So
nobody up and throwing either.
I do not see anybody active.
But now it's 3-0.
Because of the age of this young pitcher, too, he'll be against a pitch count rule for a maximum today, and then obviously how that would read into future outings this tournament.
What is the maximum?
He'll be at a 115.
A 115, okay.
115 max as an under 22 player. He's at 54, so
not a lot really, because we're in the 4th.
Yeah, no, he's
in that sense he has room to play with numbers wise.
He has plenty of room to play with against his max, and they're not trying to hold him back at this point because I believe the daily maximum over 2-day maximum, so you can appear the following day, is 45. So they'll probably burn him for as much as he can do, as long as he can keep this respectable and keep them in the ball game.
Well, there's nobody out with a runner at first, and our score is 3-0. Thunder like to certainly score in droves, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Just don't know when that's going to happen. When it does, runner at first, as mentioned. Nobody out. Pitch is way outside.
To add something to
Goddard.
Lamantia, too, I think he's a former IBL player with London. So, again, he's been around for a bit. Knows what to do in each situation.
Pitch is low. 3-0. The 3-0 pitch. In for a strike, it's 3-1. Ross Barker is waiting on deck. Nobody out here in the Tecumseh's 4th inning. They've already struck for 3. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, make it 3-2. They've chased that one. 3-2 the count on Goddard. Reed keeping his man close at first. That was Lamantia. Can he run?
I wouldn't say he's an automatic threat for stealing, but he's an athletic frame, so he is going to move.
And it's be a walk, too.
It's a strange thing. It looked like a delayed steal, but ended up he didn't need it with the free pass.
So it's 1st and 2nd.
Right fielder number 13,
Still nobody out.
Ross Barker.
Barker ground out the 3rd, his first time up. We're into the bottom 3rd of the Tecumseh Thunder batting lineup, but we have runners at 1st and 2nd. And the first pitch, in for a strike. 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch on the way, curveball in for a strike, make it 0-2. So 0-2 to Barker. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 call, got him. So Barker looks at a pitch, it's a strikeout. 4th one of the afternoon for Reed. Now there's 1 out. It's going to bring up Miles Miller, the center fielder. He flew out to left field his first time up.
We mentioned some of his experience down south in NAIA and then NCAA. He actually worked himself into the low A ball with the Seattle organization in Everett. The Everett Aqua Sox. Why not?
Swing and a miss. A good rip at it for Miller.
Three Rivers, the Frontier League, and the Pioneer League with Billings.
Been around.
So he's well traveled, and it has batted near the top of the order. But as we look at the lineup for the Thunder, things change throughout the season. And one night he might be the leadoff, and at the national championship she might be the 8-hole, which obviously lends to the overall abilities of the roster if they can have that flexibility
And that depth.
and that depth.
1-1 the count. First and second. Swing and a miss, make it 1-2. 1-2 the count on Miller. Langlois, the catcher, is on deck. Thunder have struck for 3 in this one. Pardon the pun.
Thunderstruck.
And the pitch, just got a piece of it.
Wasting it. May have hit a vehicle down Lacoste Boulevard. Miller with great speed. I don't think it'd be much of a chance to double him off.
One, 2 count. First and second. And the pitch. Up the middle, and hits the pitcher right in the face. He's been shaken up. He'll be safe at first. Let's see what happens here, but he couldn't feel the ball and it hit him in the face. Can't tell from my vantage point if he's bleeding or not.
Let's hope he's okay. He's popping up. Good for him. We'll get a replay on that, but in his effort, he's landing awkwardly after finishing, and I think he got a bad hop here, which is salt in the wound as you try to make a play, as your back is basically turned. As you
And there's the
definitely
hop
got a
of the ball.
bad hop.
Yep.
It was headed up the middle and actually came back at him and caught him in the face. The good news is he stopped the ball from entering center field. I don't know if the middle infield would have been able to conversion that ball to get it out, but
Are we going to get a pitching change, or is this an injury look?
it was an injury check.
Okay.
A very quick check.
Bases are loaded. I would think that was a single by Miller. Will bring up Langlois, like the catcher. But the bases are jammed. Just one out. And the length of this inning continues. In terms of time on the base. First pitch, curveball is low and outside, 1-0.
You got Langlois looking at a strike for the K last time around.
1-0 the count, bases loaded. The pitch, sliced over the first baseman's glove. 2 runs will not score, 1 will. And the bases are still loaded. It's I would think a single off the bat of Langlois. And it's now 4-0 for the Thunder.
Yeah, it was hit sharply. It would have been a very difficult play for the first baseman.
It counts as a hit. That's 6 hits for the inning.
Good job by Langlois staying in there, taking the ball away, cashing in a run. That's bonus production from your 9-hole catcher.
7 of the last 9 batters have had hits. Bases are loaded again, and it's 4-0. Anderson, the batter, curveball, and it's off the screen right in front of us.
I don't want to be critical of the Newfoundland and Labrador contingent, but I think at this point they should have somebody getting loose.
I just looked down the bullpen myself, and I didn't see anybody down there.
It is very quiet. Oh, wait. We have 3 red jerseys heading that direction now.
So pitching for a strike, 0-2. 0-2 the count. Again, just one out. Anderson has struck out and had a single. He's caught stealing. And the pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. He strikes out.
Big out for Reed. See if he can stop the bleeding here and get another one.
Eric Cunningham will step up to the plate.
Designated hitter number 3, Eric Cunningham.
Cunningham is 1 for 2 so far in the afternoon. Also a stolen base. Single his last time up. The Thunder lead by 4. It's 4-0. They've had 6 hits this inning. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Cunningham was not swinging for singles on that one.
No, and they're starting to lick their chops a little more. Again, that the whole smell blood in the water.
And if you think the pitcher's wearing down, been a long inning. Right down the middle, that was right in front of us. A good swing at it. Got a good piece of it.
So that if you think that the young man, Jacob Reed, is of a tender age at 21, if I have my number correct here, number 4 warming up in the bullpen right now is Luke Druken, 17 years old.
Oh, wow. The ball didn't curve. It's 1-2.
His pitch count limits are lower because he's on by rule under 18
like an
years.
underage type of thing, yeah. Wow. Well, they do allow him 10. Joke. But,
No.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. It does decrease by percentage, basically.
But sorry. Here's the pitch. The curveball is belted, but foul. Had a good rip, too, down the left field line. Oh, he got a good rip on that one.
Yeah, he dropped the barrel nicely on it, obviously way out ahead of it.
That was fair. He clears the bases.
Yeah, definitely would have been. Not sure Langlois what kind of speed he has from first, but he definitely would have cashed 2 and made it interesting for the third.
Let's see what he does here. Counts 1-2. And the pitch. Fouled back off the screen. Count stays at 1-2. One and two the count on Eric Cunningham. And the 1-2 pitch. Shallow, and making the play is the right fielder. A little bit of confusion at first. And it retires the side, but not before some damage.
Late call by Thistle, the right fielder calling off the second baseman, but made the play.
4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. And the score at the end of 4 is 4-0. We'll be back with more baseball right after this.
Every child should learn how to swim for health, for safety, and for fun. That's why we've started Canada's Swim Team. Learn to swim at least 25 meters on your own, and you're on the team. Canada's Swim Team. It's that easy. Help make us the world's largest swim team by adding your name at getswimming.ca. Ask your parents first. Swimming, the only sport that can save your life.
Like our champions, we know what it takes to win. Every day we put on our uniforms and we strive to be the best. Ring after ring, we keep practicing until it becomes second nature. Our craftsmen have put in thousands of hours to master their trade. And when things get tough, we make the adjustments needed to stay on top. Baron Championship rings. This is who we are.
We are back on Lacoste Park. Bill Kelso along with Ted Beal. We Digital, top of the 5th inning. The first batter, Eric McKay, to lead off the 5th inning. 4-0's our score in favor of the Tecumseh Thunder, the Ontario hosts. A 4-run uprising in the 4th inning. Fouled back off the backstop. Counts 1-1 to McKay. McKay struck out his first time up. He'll be followed by Andrew Paul and then Cody Thistle. Pitch was inside. 2-1.
McKay, a 26-year-old out of St. John's.
5 strikeouts in 4 innings for Breitner. Pitch is hit foul down the left side.
Very much an autopilot here, Mr. Breitner. He has
Had to sit for a while though with the rally.
Yeah, see how it affects him.
And the pitch. It's popped up, but it's going to be out of play.
Langlois gave chase, didn't remove the mask, which leads me to believe he had an idea. Was
that
gonna get out.
where it was going exactly?
Could be just the reaction of the patrons down that way too, as they scrambled for cover.
2-2 the count. Breitner delivers. It's outside. Make it 3-2.
Important pitch here for Breitner. Wants to limit base runners.
The 3-2 pitch. Down low and inside. It's his first walk of the afternoon. So McKay gets a pass. He's going to bring up the left fielder, Andrew Paul.
Will not be happy with himself there. Quick discussion with his young catcher.
Fielder number 19, Andrew Paul.
So a runner at first, nobody out. We're in the top of the 5th inning.
No one's gotten past first, I believe, today for St. John's.
You are correct. One strike on Paul. And the pitch. Strike 2, catches the outside corner.
Just ease that one in there.
0-2 the count. The 0-2 pitch is way outside. Make it 1-2. So 1-2 to Paul. As mentioned, Cody Thistle will be the 3rd batter up in the inning. And the pitch swung on and fouled away. 1-2 still. So the count remains 1-2 against Paul.
Actually, there may have been a stolen base that got a runner to second.
But you're correct, they haven't hit their way to second. There goes the runner there, and he's going to go to second base without a throw.
Excellent pitch to choose to steal on. Sometimes it works out. Ball's in the dirt. Catcher had no chance. Could only afford to block it.
Stolen base for McKay. It's a runner at second now with nobody out. Man in scoring position. Line drive, base hit to center field. And he is being held up. Runner at first did not advance to second, so it's going to be first and third for Team Newfoundland Labrador.
Right fielder number 14.
Interesting. McKay
Thistle.
believed Workington could get to that line drive, had to hold up and check before he advanced, and that obviously prevented him from getting a good jump and a chance to score. It wasn't a great throw from Miller, but the cut was late coming around from Goddard from the other side of the field. So
First and third, nobody out. Breitner in a bit of a jam. Swing and a miss off the bat of Thistle, who struck out his first time up.
Thistle, one of two players on this roster from Paradise, Newfoundland. Why would you ever leave?
Runner goes to second, and the throw, he is out. So he's caught stealing is Paul. Remaining at third was McKay.
And that's the electric arm we talked about with Langlois from a knee. Didn't even come out of the crouch. Fired a strike.
That's having an arm.
And obviously, that kind of an arm gets to second base so quick that the runner at third, McKay, didn't have a chance to score.
Swing and a miss. And a strikeout. Big strikeout on Thistle. Second time of the day that he has struck out. That's a big K. Runner on third, two out. Top of five.
Tyler Walchuk.
Bring up Tyler Walchuk. He also struck out his first time up in the third inning. The shortstop.
We talked earlier about Paradise. Tyler Walchuk happens to be the other gentleman on the roster from Paradise.
Swing it and a miss. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Walchuk. Way up in the air. Somebody's going to take it, and the third baseman does. Hoodwagner on the pop-up. No runs, one hit. No errors, and the score as we go to the bottom of the fifth, it remains 4-0 for Team Tecumseh.
Clean sheet for Breitner again.
Going to get another look at today's schedule coming up. Just momentarily, there it is. It's today's competition. Following this one, as we get a look at the game all the way until 7 o'clock tonight in terms of the starts to Tecumseh and Quebec. And then there is tomorrow's. Again, all the way till 7 o'clock with 4 games here on We Digital. We can telecast 2 of them. So that's the schedule. 2 each day. We've had some fun so far.
This has been great, actually, and such a pleasure to get to take in this level of baseball. Beautiful facility. And a beautiful day.
Now, I know you've got a wonderful facility in St. Clair, too.
We're fortunate to have invested in our facilities and athletics over the years. And our most recent build is the sports park, which includes a state-of-the-art softball facility for our women's softball team, in addition to a soccer/football stadium for our football program and our soccer program. And we actually boast 4. And we have the promo for this weekend's game. Quinny Skyhawks from the Belleville area will be in town for a 7 o'clock kick at Acumen Stadium. And that facility is part of a tennis center, 4 courts, and we have 4 courts for beach volleyball in that facility. We're very fortunate to provide those options for our students and student athletes for sure.
Things are alive and well at St. Clair College. That is for sure. Here's the first pitch. Hit foul.
Heard off the collar of the grass infield there. Helped it go foul. Don't know if it's going to stay fair either way, but could have been trouble down the line.
Dan Morganton, the first batter. He'll be followed by Hoodwagner and then Lamantia. First 3 batters here in Tecumseh's 5th inning. They have a 4-0 lead, 4 runs in the last inning, along with 6 hits in that inning. 8 hits overall. Curveball is just misses. It's 1-1.
Sticking with Reed, by the way. They didn't want to lift him. It's quiet in the bullpen. Just staying loose.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. 1-2 the count to Workington. Thunder would like to add a little bit more insurance runs just to keep everybody honest. And the pitch. Hard hit past the first baseman. He wired it past him.
Yeah, that was not a friendly screamer heading towards 41-year-old Grant Kenny.
I don't think a 21-year-old would have had it.
No, that was a hot shot.
Yeah, well, look at the rip, and you can see
the vapor trail on that one.
from the sand, absolutely. A solid.
Third baseman number
By
25, Mitch Hudwagner.
Bring up Mitch Hudwagner. Hudwagner struck out in a single in his 2 attempts. Fastball called strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 to Hudwagner. Again, Lamantia's on deck. Runner at first. Workington goes back.
Workington does run well. Will be a threat. This is not a deficit there where you would say it would be too small or too big to not want to move a runner.
He's a tall guy too.
Yes, no, fine athlete. Accomplished volleyball player at Leamington High School, I believe.
The 1-1 pitch catches the outside corner. It's 1-2.
If I remember correctly, the family business is farming apples and pickles.
Oh, wow.
It's a great combo. Love them both.
Pitch is hit into shallow left field. Is it going to drop? Nope, it's going to be caught by the left fielder. Stayed up there.
Their towering shot.
1 out, runner on first base.
Left fielder number 4, Paul Lamantia.
Paul Lamantia is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Single his last time up, and about the third to the second. Again, runner at first. 1 out. Bottom of 5. And the Tecumseh Thunder lead 4-0. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Gotta change baseballs. And the 0-1 count here on Lamantia. And the pitch. It was low, but the catcher stopped it. Had trouble controlling it. 1-1.
A little more cloud cover as the afternoon has kind of progressed. It's a little more overcast, not quite as bright.
Quick throw to first. Goes, no. Fake running, now a deep shot to the shortstop. 1 out and make it 2. A double play, nice double play there completed. And the inning is retired, 6-4-3 on the DP. And the score at the end of 5, it's 4-0 Tecumseh. Quick look at this on the replay, well done.
Mantia didn't spring out of the box quick. You see the catcher heading over to cover up the throw from second base. No need. Good double play. That'll help the young Reed get through the next inning. This pitch count
for Jacob Reed is 90.
Currently sitting at 90. Even 90.
And what are you allowed again?
He should be allowed 115.
Okay. So he's averaged 18 pitches an inning, but it was the one big inning that he allowed a lot more pitches than he scored the 4 runs, but obviously the other innings not as much.
Yeah, I would agree, and he's been fairly efficient. I think he's done very well for himself. This is not an easy ask for a 21-year-old to come in against this competition and keep them at bay.
And other than the 1 inning, he's been really strong.
I do believe this Thunder team has a chance to threaten for a medal here this weekend, and so great confidence shown by his coaching staff to put him up against this lineup.
Leading off the top of the 6th for Newfoundland and Labrador, second baseman number 21, Reagan Gulliver.
We have a pinch hitter.
Is he new to your lineup?
Yeah, number 21. I think it's Brendan Oliver. Left-handed batter, outside, 1-0.
No, Reagan Gulliver has been in the game.
Oh, okay.
23-year-old out of St. John's.
I apologize for that.
No worries. Just been quiet. He'll do something here to stand out. That way you'll never forget him.
I had the wrong roster looking at. That's probably why I missed it. Hits it foul, so I apologize for that. Count is 1-2 on Gulliver. He'll be followed by McKenzie and then Reed. The 1-2 pitch hit into left field. That is going to drop for a single. So a single off the bat by Gulliver. Only the second hit of the game for Team Newfoundland.
And there you go.
Third baseman
A
number
little bit up
10,
in the zone. Just put the barrel on it,
McKenzie.
chopped it into left field. It's kind of defensive hitting, but at the same time, it results in a man on first base. And that roster.
Bring up Dylan McKenzie, third baseman, 0 for 2. Pitch for a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Runner at first, nobody out. Top of 6. And Newfoundland Labrador trail by 4. Make it 0-2. 0-2 the count on McKenzie. Reichner steps off the mound, forcing the runner back to first.
Middle infield here, double play depth, looking for a ground ball.
Strike 3 call, gets it. Caught looking is McKenzie.
Tough call.
Designated hitter
7th strikeout of the afternoon
Jacob Reed.
for Breitner, and it's going to bring up Jacob Reed, his pitching counterpart. Reed is 0 for 2, is safe on an error. The shortstop is his last time up. Swing and a miss, it's 0-1. 0-1 to Reed. 1 out, 1 on, 4-0's our score.
Thunder have been progressing to the push side with their defensive alignment most of the game, knowing that the St. John's lineup is not apt to pull, rather to push.
And the pitch just outside. It's 1-1. 1-1 the count to Jacob Reed. Grant Kenny, the first baseman, is awaiting on deck. There's 1 out here in the 6th. The 1-1 pitch. Just swing and miss. I don't know if we got a piece of it. Wound up in the glove anyways of the catcher.
Yeah, that was by him before he had much of a swing attempt, I'll say that.
And the count goes to 1-2. So 1-2 the count, runner at first. And the pitch. Line shot, single to left field past the third baseman. And at first and second for Newfoundland.
LeManche was waiting for that ball on left. You can see the defensive alignment here. He's almost like a fifth infielder.
First baseman number 6.
Short left.
Grant Kenny.
Coming up, Grant Kenny. He's 0 for 2 in the afternoon. He's struck out once. Ran out the first, his last time up, so 0 for 2, left-handed batter. Runners at first and second. Pitch has popped up, and the third baseman is going to make the play.
Infield fly
Put back
situation, but it was a short, lazy fly.
2 out now, and the sixth is going to bring up
Redmond
Hunt, the catcher. He is 0 for 2.
Celebrating his 28th birthday today. And I think Breitner sawed off his bat, so his birthday gift may be a new piece of lumber.
It's a pitch that the catcher had trouble fielding, and the runners are going to advance. Got crossed up on the pitch, I think.
Yeah, up and in. Your field of vision gets really difficult at that spot, moving towards the batter.
The runners are now at second and third with 2 out. 1-0 the pitch. It's up high, make it 2-0. 2-0 the count. The 2-0 pitch. Throw to third. Did not get him. I think if the throw had been on, I think he might have had a crack at him.
It was just a little bit too far to the foul side.
There was no room to tag him now.
Yeah, had to make the comeback to make the tag. But you're right, a throw on the button gets him. And again, that's just an electric arm from Langlois.
The pitch to Hunt. A strike. Is that 3-1? I think 3-1's the count. And the pitch. Strike 2. He was headed to first base. Second and third. 3-2 count. 2 outs.
See if Breitner makes him a hitter.
And the pitch swung on, and it's drifted into right field. Way back, and it's off the fence. 2 runners are going to score. Here's the throw to second, and he is going to be safe with a sliding double and 2 RBIs off the bat of Redmond Hunt.
Immediately running over to the first base coach to hand off his arm protection. He dropped the barrel on that nicely. Almost, as you said, almost carried out. Barker actually played it very swiftly off the fence with a strong in the air throw to second base from the fence, but it didn't matter. As Redmond celebrates his birthday by sliding into second with a couple RBIs.
Gets the bullpen up. It's 4-2 now. With 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th inning.
Coach Dave Gerard calling a team meeting of the infield and battery.
Center fielder number
They've concluded that
57,
session.
Eric McKay.
Well, they had 1 hit coming into this inning. Now they've had 3, and they've added 2 runs. Eric McKay is the batter. 0 for 1, strikeout. He was had a walk and a stolen base. There's a runner on second.
I think the activity in the bullpen may have just been some wandering youth of Tecumseh.
Oh, okay.
There is nobody over there that is even remotely looking like they're warming up.
Okay. Pitch is fouled off. The count goes to 0-2. Breitner looking to finish off the inning right here.
We do see one black uniform wandering that direction now in the building.
Pitch is swung on, but hit foul out of play. Count still stays at 0-2. Runner at second, 2 out. 4-2's our score.
Now we see some activity in the bullpen. Looks like number 20, Taylor Pappen.
The 0-2 pitch, a curveball runs up high.
Taylor Pappen, originally from Brantford, another
Count.
member of the St. Clair College Saints.
Now 1-2. Swung on, hit into center field. It's going to drop for a hit. That's going to bring in a run. Here's a throw, and
Not in time.
everybody is safe. Look at this on the replay.
Big charge for Miles Miller. I think he's coming from a
Fielder
deep
number
spot.
19, Andrew Paul.
And the
Langley's did,
score now is 4-3.
Langley's did a good job to block the ball, but had no chance to field that and make a tag. Probably would have been late anyways, even if the throw was right on the button. Credit to this St. John's Capitals squad from Newfoundland Labrador.
They've narrowed the gap to 1 run. It's 4-3.
Now a little more urgency from Pappen in the bullpen. There's 2 out. I think Breitner can get him out of the inning, but you want to be safe and be ready.
1-0 the count on Paul. In tight, 1-1. Breitner trying to pitch himself out of a jam. He's allowed 3 runs this inning. Up the middle. Second baseman touches the bag and makes a nice play. Great play by the second baseman. Reacted quickly. Ends the inning.
Anderson did cover some ground getting that ball at the middle. Then to pivot and make the stride back to the interior of the field to
3 runs,
get a piece
4
of second
hits.
base.
No errors, but the score now is 4-3 as we come to the bottom of the 6th inning. And look at this on the replay. Sharp play by the second baseman. Yeah, we'll be back for the bottom of the 6th right after this.
For Newfoundland and Labrador in the top of the 6th, 3 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left.
Like our champions, we know what it takes to win. Every day we put on our uniforms and we strive to be the best. Ring after ring, we keep practicing until it becomes second nature. Our craftsmen have put in thousands of hours to master their trade. And when things get tough, we make the adjustments needed to stay on top. Baron Championship rings. This is who we are.
So we are back here at Lacoste Park. Kelson, London, Ted Beal, and the rest of the crew here.
Taking off the bottom of the 6th for the Tecumseh Thunder.
4-3 is our score. We get set to start the bottom of the 6th inning.
Cam Goddard.
Noticing that both bullpens are up and active.
I'll try and get a number from the St. John's side again. Still think it's number 4.
Cam Goddard, the batter, the first baseman, a single and a walk in his 2 appearances to the plate so far this contest. Fouls it back. The count's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is low and away. 1-2. Goddard, Barker, and Miller, the scheduled 3 batters here in the Thunder 6th inning. They lead by a run. Pop set up, shortstop, trying to find it, and he does. Walchuk with the putout on the pop-up. So 1 up and 1 down in the Thunder 6th inning. It's going to bring up Russ Barker, the right fielder.
Ross Barker.
So Ross Barker, 0 for 2, ground out the third and a strikeout this afternoon.
I think he's due.
Curveball in for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch swung on, fouled back to the right side.
I would think they will do everything in their power here to work for a run.
Oh, you want some insurance, no question.
Yeah. It's definitely a situation where you want to pad this margin of
0-2 pitch just outside. Count becomes 1-2. 1-2 the count. And the pitch. Low again. This time it's 2-2. Two pitch on the way, outside, make it 3-2. So the count is full on Ross Barker. With Miles Miller waiting on deck. The pitch to Barker. It's up high and he walked up. So Barker gets a pass, gets to first base, and it's going to bring up Myler Miller.
Might be a great opportunity for some small ball.
Center fielder number 11.
Miller's got great speed.
Miller.
So Miles Miller is the batter. A little to left and a single, so he's 1 for 2 in the afternoon, but we have a runner at first. 1 out, bottom of 6.
Barker's a threat to steal or not.
Just outside corner for a strike, it's 0-1.
Sure he runs well for a big man. Long strides.
That's what you're hoping for. The 0-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss, it's 0-2. 0-2 the count on Miller. Catcher Andrew Langlois is due up next.
Not a sign coming from the third base coaching box. Coach Gerard. Silent. They're going to move as the hitters will take them right now.
And the pitch swung on and hit into center field. It's carrying, and it's going to go to the wall. 1 run will score. Standing up at second with a double. Miles Miller gets the insurance run they are certainly looking for. That's a big run.
Yeah, and no reason to play small ball when you can hit the ball on the warning track.
Ball carried.
Above 390. So we've got a pinch batter coming up the plate.
Is that Roberto Duncan?
It is Roberto Duncan.
So Roberto Duncan has had at least 1 hit in these games, is a pinch batter.
In at the catcher spot for Langlois. So there'll be some defensive switches.
Who would
pending.
normally play catch next now, you know?
Well, Cunningham can obviously shift to
Batting
the
for
catching
Langlois,
spot.
Because he was in the
number
DA spot now.
14,
He's in the DH role.
Roberto Duncan.
Duncan with a man on second.
Thunder have some flexibility too because Hud Wagner can play the catching position, but likely we'll see a Cunningham.
The The 0-1 pitch in for a strike. It's 0-2. 0-2 to Duncan, runner on second.
Had a big pinch hit
1 out.
double yesterday.
The 0-2 pitch gets him swinging. So Duncan strikes out and is going to bring up Josh Anderson. 1 for 3 today. He has struck out twice, however. In between that, he had a single.
Second baseman number 5.
Still the runner on second.
Josh Anderson.
2 outs, bottom of 6. The Tecumseh Thunder lead by 2.
Marines at over 106 pitches at this point.
Pitch is swung on and into right field. The ball is carrying, and it's going to go off the top of the wall of the fence. Going to second base with a stand-up double, and the run scores.
Trade your places.
Anderson with a clutch double. And just like that, the Thunder have doubled the score. It's now 6-3. Big runs here in this inning.
And with some clout, too. Obviously, you're peppering the fence with these shots. Fairly prodigious.
Eric Cunningham steps up to the plate. What did you say before, Ted, about the pitch count? Was it 115?
115.
So we're getting very close.
We're getting there, and as you can see, the bullpens, they're ready.
Just off the end of the bat, will that drop in? Let's see, it does. It's a base hit, and the runner will score. And it's now 7-3.
In a blink. And it may not matter for the pitch count here because I think they're going to get him.
7-3 is our score. Yeah, the Thunder have scored in bunches.
Shortstop number 16.
Four runs in the 4th inning, and now they've got 3 of them here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
As Sean Gulliver, the head coach from St. John's.
And he just called for the right-hander.
Is making the move.
So we're going to get a pitching change here in this one. It's 7-3. 2 outs in the 6th inning.
And I apologize. It's either Luke Druken or Drucken from a pronunciation standpoint.
Okay.
But he is just 17 years old.
Bronze medal game coming up. That's when we have that, and later on on the 25th. And the gold medal game following at 7 o'clock. Both of them are pay-per-view here on We Digital TV. So it's wedigital.ca. Both the bronze medal game and the gold medal game on Sunday, 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock respectively. And the name of the new pitcher?
Luke Druken. Or Drucken. And I apologize to the viewers that are out east, specifically to the family. Not always afforded pronunciations, but...
Is that with a D or a T?
It's a D-R-U-K-E-N.
Okay, Druken, okay. Druken is the pitcher.
Number of pitches for Jacob
Right-hander.
Reed, 108.
So he went through 108 pitches.
Did a good job by Jacob Reed overall. I mean, he had clean sheets in several of those innings. Kept the Thunder at bay. I think his finishing line, 12 hits, 7 earned. He'll leave 1 runner aboard to see if that's added to the total, but ultimately 6 strikeouts.
And more importantly, at least from a pitching standpoint, 10 hits in the last 3 innings with 7 runs allowed.
It came in bunches.
Had a real good start, real good first 3 innings, just allowed the 2 pitches, and then things are going a bit south, and then his team getting almost back into it, and then boom.
Yes.
Nature of baseball.
That's the way it happens sometimes.
So we're going to get back underway, and the first pitch is low. And the batter is Workington. 2 for 3 with an RBI on the afternoon. He's had a great day. Runner at first. Pitch is outside. Make it 2-0.
Definitely up for consideration for player of the game.
Josh Anderson would probably be another one.
Definitely.
He's also 2 for 3. And the pitch up high, make it 3-0. Miles Miller also is 2 for 3. So you've got a few of them that can certainly be considered.
No doubt.
Things go the way that the Thunder wish. Now they lead 7-3. Runner at first, 2 out. Strike call.
Nice pitch.
Counts 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on into right field. It's going back and carrying, and it is gone. A home run for Workington, and that makes it 9-3. That ball just carried out of here.
Yeah, that's a big, strong kid. Got that in the jet stream. Didn't even get any help from the wind, quite honestly, because the flag's moving in the opposite direction, which means it was all muscle. That might have sealed it for player of the game.
Certainly a rude welcome for Druken. First batter, and he hits a 2-run homer. And it's now 9-3 for the Tecumseh Thunder. Ooh, sharp hit right up the middle. Solid single.
Ed Wagner wasting no time. Jumping all over that offering.
Well, he certainly ripped that one, didn't he? Solid single up the middle.
Left fielder number 4, Paul Lamantia.
Lamantia will step up to the plate. 1 for 3 this afternoon. Hoodbegger, by the way, now is 2 for 3 officially as well. But you're right about Workington with their 3 for 4 plus that 2-run home run. Look out. Off-speed pitch hits the batter. So Lamantia gets hit by a pitch. It's now 1st and 2nd. And this game is turning into a rout.
First baseman number 27.
And then we see St. John's has actually got some more activity in their bullpen already. We'll get a number on that shortly. But
Cam Goddard now the batter. 2 outs, 2 on. 9-3 our score. Outside pitch, 1-0. Ball 2, another pitch outside. 2-0 the count to Goddard. Goddard 1 for 2 officially, also has walked. Pitches now make it 3-0. Should Goddard get aboard Ross Barker, the next scheduled batter? The 3-0 pitch, make it ball 4.
the other arm, another right-hander warming up in the bullpen for St. John's. Number 33, David Leahy. 33-year-old.
Right fielder number 13, Ross Barker.
Well, with bases loaded, there was a lot of equipment that had been piling up over at the first base coach box. Coach Price had to unload some of that to the bat boy.
So Ross Barker is the batter. Weird stat, only batter in the lineup without a hit of the starters.
See if you can change that.
0 for 2 and a walk. But yes, the only batter without a hit. That started the game. The 0-1 pitch, curveball in for a strike. It's 0-2. 0-2 the count. Bases loaded. 2 out. Bottom of 6. And the pitch. Outside. 1-2.
Good movement from the young righty. He's kind of working the outside edge the whole time.
Pitch is swung on and fouled away.
That worked back over the plate a little bit too much.
So it has been a 5-run uprising on the Tecumseh Thunder, and they've taken a lead of now 9-3, coming in 4-3 into the inning. Curveball, swing and miss, and he gets them, and that retires the side. A lot of damage done. As mentioned, 5 runs. Four hits. It's 9-3. We'll be back with more baseball right after this.
Like our champions, we know what it takes to win. Every day we put on our uniforms and we strive to be the best. Ring after ring, we keep practicing until it becomes second nature. Our craftsmen have put in thousands of hours to master their trade. And when things get tough, we make the adjustments needed to stay on top. Baron Championship rings. This is who we are.
There's the bright sun.
Yeah, some of the clouds have gone away. We're getting set to brighten here in the 7th inning, trying to finish things off.
Solid outing like bright and early. 5 hits, 3 earned, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk.
I think we have a pinch hitter, number 45.
Yeah, Dave Penny
is the first batter.
Pasadena, Newfoundland, 37-year-old.
He's pinch hitting for Thistle. So Cody Thistle is out. Dave Penny is in to start the top half of the 7th inning.
Hitting off the top of the 7th for Newfoundland and Labrador, and batting for Thistle, number 45, Dave Penny.
So Dave Penny steps up to the plate. First time up today. Top of 7. Tecumseh leads by 6. First pitch in the dirt, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch swung on and fouled back. Just left of us, up over the screen. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 pitch is up high, make it 2-1. So the count goes to 2-1. Pinch hit batter here in the top of 7. Swing and a miss, it's 2-2. 2-2 the count to Dave Perry.
Breitner
Or
working
Penny.
quickly.
Still not the player of the game yet.
Awkward foul ball.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. What did that hit?
may have come off the catcher. Cunningham has been inserted to that position from the DH spot.
The 2-2 pitch. Hit to second. Soft toss to first, and it's 1 up and 1 down, with Allen making the play for Tecumseh.
Shortstop number 2, Tyler Walchuk.
You bring up Tyler Walchuk. He's 0 for 2. Has struck out once. The shortstop. 1 out, nobody on. Top of 7. And the pitch. In for a strike. 0-1-1. As you mentioned, one of 2 players from Paradise, Newfoundland.
Must be beautiful.
Pitches inside. 1-1.
103 pitches so far for Breitner. I'm sure he's got lots in the tank.
Pitches up high. Now pitchers his age, he can throw how many?
As many as he wants.
Oh, you mean unlimited?
Unlimited.
The count is 2-1. Fastball was low, make it 3-1. So Walchuk works the count to 3-1. He might get something to hit here. Breitner delivers, and he does, and he gets out to left field, backing up and making the play on the run. The left fielder Lamantia, 2 up and 2 down, and Newfoundland Labradors, 7th inning, and they're up to their final batter to keep into this game, or to stay in this game.
Gulliver.
Reagan Gulliver is the batter, 1 for 2. Had a single his last time up, left-handed hitter. First pitch is low, 1-0. 1-0 to Gulliver.
Paradise is just southwest of St. John's in Newfoundland.
Good pitch, but wide, 2-0.
Bordered by the Octagon Pond and Neal's Pond.
Oh, wow.
Who knew?
The 2-0 pitch. Make it 3-0. So the count's worked to 3-0. Breitner's only walked 1 batter today. Now the count's 3-1.
Very, very quick moving right now, Breitner.
And he walked him. Walk number 2 on the day. Gulliver gets a pass. So there's a runner on first. And it's going to bring up the third baseman, Dylan McKenzie. McKenzie 0 for 3 on the
Third
afternoon.
baseman number 10, Dylan McKenzie.
Swing and a miss, 0-1. Newfoundland trailing by 6. Down to their last batter, possibly. Pitch is outside, it's 1-1. 1-1 the count to McKenzie. Runner on first, as mentioned. Breitner trying to wrap things up here. Fouled off the screen right in front of us. Counts 1-2. And the pitch. Chop down the line. Was it called fair? No, it was
Just
close.
foul.
Almost hit Chalk too.
Just foul.
That was close.
Just about a 2-hour ball game right now at this minute.
Sit him down.
Players from the 2 teams loading in for the next session at 4 o'clock.
Chopper hip up the middle. Second baseman's not going to make the, but the shortstop does on a pretty great play. And guess what? The runner is out. Nice tip. shortstop gets to the play, and the game is over. And Tecumseh Thunder win it 9-3. Certainly interesting play at the end.
Yeah. It's not conventional. Climbing chopper, you see on the replay here. Anderson was on his way to make the play. Got a glove on it, but not enough to secure it. But fortunate that last bounce went from his glove right to the welcome arms of Dan Workington.
Can we score that 4-6?
You definitely can. That's an assisted play.
Oh, yeah.
Park is scheduled for 4 p.m. It will be Saskatchewan against Newmarket, Ontario. Then at 7 o'clock tonight.
So this game is over, 9-3 the final.
Please stay tuned after the players shake hands. We're going to have the player of the game.
And the post-game interviews.
Presentation quickly behind home plate or around home plate. And then the live press conference that will be welcoming the two head coaches along with the player of the game for some questions and comments. The Backyard Bat Company in place with their souvenir MVP trophy.
2 singles, a home run.
Dan Workington is the player of the game.
Dan Workington.
3 for 4 with a home run and 3 RBIs. A great day for him. So he gets presented with a souvenir bat, and it will be. Had a great game, didn't he?
Yep. He seems to be in on everything. That's what you like from your middle infielder, your shortstop. He's a leader in many fashions, that's for sure.
And he's being presented with his mini bat now.
Mini bat.
Great game from Workington. And as mentioned, this game is over.
I think we'll take a break here before we send it down to the press conference.
Yes, you will. We'll be right back.
Every child should learn how to swim for health, for safety, and for fun. That's why we've started Canada's Swim Team. Learn to swim at least 25 meters on your own, and you're on the team. Canada's Swim Team. It's that easy. Help make us the world's largest swim team by adding your name at getswimming.ca. Ask your parents first. Swimming, the only sport that can save your life.
Like our champions, we know what it takes to win. Every day we put on our uniforms and we strive to be the best. Ring after ring, we keep practicing until it becomes second nature. Our craftsmen have put in thousands of hours to master their trade. And when things get tough, we make the adjustments needed to stay on top. Baron Championship rings. This is who we are.
Every child should learn how to swim for health, for safety, and for fun. That's why we've started Canada's Swim Team. Learn to swim at least 25 meters on your own, and you're on the team. Canada's Swim Team. It's that easy. Help make us the world's largest swim team by adding your name at getswimming.ca. Ask your parents first. Swimming, the only sport that can save your life.
Okay, we're going down to the field for the post-game interviews with the respective coaches and the player of the game. Orpington, let's go down there now.
Back at the interview tent for the senior men's baseball championships, we've got the host team, Tecumseh Thunder. We've got Coach Dave Gerard. Then we've got the MVP, Dan Workington from Tecumseh, and then we've also got the Newfoundland Labrador coach, Sean Gulliver. So we'll start with you, Coach Gerard. Coming off big first game win, does that allow a little bit of breathing room now that you've won this game? Does it allow a little bit of breathing room for the next couple games?
No, not at all. I stressed in our pre-game interview or meetings that this is probably one of the toughest games coming back off a big win we had last night. We have the tendency to not be as sharp, not be as thorough with our play, so it was very important for us to come out quick.
So what you just said, so the second game today, you had 2.5 hours rest between them. Is that going to pose a challenge to you guys?
Nope, not at all. They'll get their rest, they'll get some food. I don't think you have to get these guys motivated for this game tonight.
Okay, thank you. Coach Gulliver, so it's first game of this facility. What do you think of it?
I would have liked a better result, but it is a beautiful facility. It's one of the nicer ballparks I've been in across the country, and I think the host committee and the city's done a really nice job in putting the ballpark together.
Now, being on the losing end of this, is it going to cause you any issues going forward? Is your team going to be that much? Is this going to be a detriment to them having this loss?
Well, we're in a hole now at 0-2, right? We lost a tough ball game yesterday in New Brunswick 6-4, and we're right in the ball game today. 4-3 in the sixth, and a turning point in the game early with a fly ball got lost in the sun and it ended up costing us 3 runs. But that's baseball, so we got Quebec and BC tomorrow. They're going to be tough, but every team is tough at this tournament, so we just got to come back tomorrow with our best effort and hopefully get a win tomorrow. And if we get a win the second game, put ourselves in a chance to make the playoffs.
Perfect. Thanks. Now, Dan, hometown team. You have a big game like this. How did that feel to you?
It feels good just to help contribute to the team winning. Everybody swung it good today. Bright's pitched good today, and it just feels good to help.
Now, your home run that you hit. You just watch that thing sail outside. So how did it make you feel, or that you had that much of an impact on the game?
It felt good. It was kind of a big moment in the game there. They did a great job coming back in the sixth and making it a tight game. And it was just important that we kept that rally going there in the bottom of the sixth. So it felt good.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back with the next game between Saskatchewan and Newmarket, the Ontario champs. So back to you, Bill.
So that's the story here from Lacoste Park here in Tecumseh. Tecumseh Thunder win at 9-3 over Newfoundland Labrador. Coming up next in about half an hour or so, we're going to have the next game, Saskatchewan against Ontario, which is represented by Newmarket. We'll have that coming up here on WeDigital.ca. Till then, we'll talk to you later.